Dun, 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 dun.
Huh?
Hello? Hey, can you hear me?
I'm here too, Cassie. It's so great to see you.
Hello, you two! I almost thought we couldn't reach Miss Castris. How are things going over there?
It's a bit dark here, Mr. Albert. But there's no need to worry about me.
That's good to hear. Actually, where's Miss Cipher?
Here.
Ask, and you shall receive. Miss Cipher, are you...
Having signal issues?
Don't worry. The wind is just a bit strong here in Akama.
Lady Cipher, are you okay?
Don't worry. There are just lots of really passionate fans today, and I'm just so happy to see Albert. Why don't you go quiet?
My ancestor, Seliosi the Day Thunder Knight, raised her spear against the sky and ushered in the flame-chasing era that continues to this day.
Miss Hyacinth!
Little Ika, let's have a break. Guide me to Rainbow Bridge. May this faint light dispel the gloom, restore the skies. Chrysos Heir's flame-chased journey is nearing its end. Friends, let us soar together.
Seriously, where did they hide that thing? Cat and mouse time! Don't fight so I can leave early. Our cute play session is over. This cat will take it off.
It has to be me. Cycles can't be.
Leave this to Castris and me.
Awaken, Lady Seliosi! Witness the will of humanity!
I am the blazing sun destined to rise! And weather your world is currently sunny or rainy. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome to the version 3.3, The Fall of Dawn's Rise special program. I'm Albert, your favorite announcer. Welcome three guests. Why don't you say hello to everyone?
Yeah! I'm Cipher.
Hi, everyone! I'm Hyacinth, a healer from the Twilight Courtyard.
Hello, everyone. I'm Castris. It's a pleasure to be on the special program.
Welcome, welcome.
Thank you, Mr. Albert, for inviting us, and for setting up such a special broadcasting location.
It is pretty interesting. Are we in the sky right now?
This is to bring everyone first-hand intel about the Aeronova. After all, I've been personally watching the Flame Chase Journey's progress too. For example, in the previous version story, we saw the Chrysos heirs recover the core flames of death and reason. And we learned through Professor Anax's experiment that the world of Amphorius is essentially in a cycle.
That's correct. The Titans of today are the Chrysos heirs of the previous cycle.
We did make a lot of progress, but we also paid a heavy price. Cassie took over Death's authority and remained in the Netherrealm to maintain the cycle of life and death, while Professor Anaxa reached the end of his journey as a living man.
A hero's journey is always accompanied by farewells. But I'm convinced their sacrifices will not be in vain. In version 3.3, the Trailblazer will set out with the Chrysos heirs on their final campaign of the Flame Chase Journey. That is, the battle against the Sky Titan. Speaking of Aquila, No one has ever been able to uncover their secrets, even though you can see the sky just by lifting your head and Akuma.
That's just how it is. The sky has remained untouchable throughout Emphorius' history, and anything beyond the sky is strictly taboo. Most people both respect and fear Aquila.
The histories say that Aquila is a giant bird with 100 eyes, that the sky itself is their eyelids, and that they govern the dawn and dusk of the world. They once fought against Nicodor in the Chrysos War. The sky cities back then were The sky cities back then were...
Let's not jinx it.
Okay, no jinxing. But since no one has managed to reach the sky for thousands of years, that just goes to show that Aquila is the most challenging foe on the flame chase journey so far. Ooh, I've been too scared to even fly to Boreas. What if Aquila turns me into a barbecued owl with one thunderbolt?
So, is there any possible way for us to reach the sky?
Don't worry, Cassie. Just leave that to me. As a descendant of the sky, I've never forgotten how to return up there.
That's right. In version 3.3, Hyacinth will lead the heroes in carrying out a ritual and summoning a rainbow bridge to head to Aquila's abode together.
That's a descendant of the sky for you. But instead of worrying about how we'll get up there, shouldn't we worry more about what'll happen once we've ascended?
Fear the power of the sky!
Hey! Which side are you on?
I was just trying to set the mood. After all, the flame chase journey has been through so much. Apart from enemies in the sky, there are also problems on the ground. The last core flame of the flame chase journey, the core flame of the world-bearing Titan, remains protected in Dawn Cloud by the Council of Elders and has not been returned.
Correct. Though the Council of Elders is losing their power, they do still have that trump card up their sleeves. We must be on the lookout for their counterattack.
Yes, and the Flame Reaver also appeared in the trailer we just saw. That ticking time bomb still hasn't been dealt with.
But Lord Mighty is now permanently stationed in Castrum Kremnos, and I must remain in the Netherrealm. While the other Chrysos heirs must go on the campaign against Aquila.
True. There's so much we need to all do at the same time. Just how exactly can we protect Kefali's core flame?
To protect World-Bearing's core flame, maybe we can trouble a certain demigod who hasn't been a part of the team for a long time.
Help us, Miss Cypher!
Maybe it'll become an interesting game of trickery.
Apart from the pursuit of Aranova within Emphorius, the geniuses beyond this world are also keeping a close eye on things. Madam Herda's data spirit entity successfully reached the vortex of Genesis at the end of version 3.2's main story. And we learn from her conversation with Lygus that the third path enveloping Emphorius is the destruction. As the geniuses continue their investigation, the source of Emphorius' tragedy will gradually be revealed, and the fates of Emphorius and the cosmos will also begin to tangle. As for how, That will be up to the Trailblazers to find out in the upcoming story. To make sure that everyone can smoothly pass the final challenge before reaching the Aranova, Albert, and bringing you the latest reports on the Sky, Castrum, and Aquila. Today, the Eye of Twilight has clear weather, low humidity, and a high UV index. Make sure you stay hydrated and cover up. This is the heart of the Sky Cities. The various intricate machines here can control the weather, and you can enjoy unique meteorological phenomena using the Celestial Mural.
But these grandiose buildings were gradually abandoned over time, and all traces of Aquila, the Sky Titan, have been lost. Some claim that they are now hiding in the depths of the Eye of Twilight.
Though this place now lies empty and lifeless, we may still glean the Sky Folk's past glory and wisdom from the traces left behind by time.
What a magnificent city hiding in the sky. I bet there's lots of treasures that we've never seen on the ground.
Yeah, I also feel like this place seems very different from everywhere else in that forest. Of course, please be careful as you observe the view from above the clouds. In this splendid Sky Castrum, we'll be fighting Aquila, the sublime, radiant avatar of the sky.
The Sky Titan is the most capricious out of the 12 Titans. We really need more information about them before we begin the campaign.
That's right. In the first phase of the battle, the weather will be clear. Clear weather will have a starting temperature that can deal damage to allies. Aquila will increase environmental temperature over time, and their damage against allies will also increase as the temperature climbs.
Allies will also be able to deal more damage to Aquila when the temperature rises. But it's better to attack as many enemy targets as possible to reduce environmental temperature and reduce incoming damage.
You'll get a heat stroke if it gets too hot, so make sure everything stays cool. All right.
Well, that's right. And in the second phase of the battle, we will meet lightning and thunder. Storm clouds will descend together with sharp gales. During this phase, the environment will accumulate thundercloud stacks, and Aquila will deal damage to allies based on the number of thundercloud stacks.
A sunny day turned into stormy weather in the blink of an eye.
When allies attack Aquila in the second phase of the battle, they can seize thundercloud stacks. And Aquila will damage themselves based on the thundercloud stacks seized by allies. After allies have seized all thundercloud stacks, the Titan will become weakness broken.
But that's not all. In the third phase of the battle, the weather will get even worse, and Aquila will deal a set amount of damage to allies.
Oh!
Don't panic, everyone. I'll provide off-field assistance to the team during the third phase.
As the most reliable healer in Akama, having Miss Hyacinth around means we've got even more protection.
Not bad, little girl. You've got the intel, and you've got the moves.
Echo of War, Glance of Twilight will also become available in version 3.3. Trailblazers can obtain the character Cypher's advanced trace level up material, Day Thunder and Amnesis, after completing the challenge. Here's a kind reminder that the character Hyacinth's advanced trace level up material is Lost Echo of Shared Wish. Make sure you're not farming the wrong item, Trailblazers.
Sure.
That brings an end to our introduction to the stories about the sky. We'll be back in a bit, so don't go anywhere. Even our studio feels all warm and fluffy now after seeing how cute and lovely Miss Hyacinth is.
It's my duty to rejuvenate everyone. I'm the head healer of the Twilight Courtyard, and I've always been responsible for the Flame Chaser's health and wellness.
She's also great at taking care of the chimeras. The chimeras work hard thanks to her. That's how you grow a business, you know?
I was very surprised at first by Miss Hyacinth's warmth and healing. It's a far cry from the impression I got of the descendants of the sky from the history books.
Oh, and what do the history books say?
They are usually tall and ferocious, and brave and warlike.
Or they have the authority to control the weather. Some legends even claim that the sky folk have wings. Albert, I know you have wings, but this is local Amphorius history we're talking about here.
Fine.
Well, even back when Lady Treby was spreading the prophecy, a skyfolk with a spear in hand had already issued a challenge to Aquila. My ancestor was also the first mortal to slay a god. Many brave warriors who participated in the Kremnos festival are also counted among that heroine's descendants.
That just makes me more curious, Miss Hyacinth. With so many strong and brave fighters in your family tree, why did you choose to become a healer?
Because my wish is to add a footnote for ordinary people on the heroic epics blank page, and to heal every vulnerable person to the best of my ability. Though the duty of the flame chase is heavy and profound, I wish my friends wouldn't be so troubled all the time. That's why I try to keep everyone as cheerful as possible.
That's right. I remember that Hyacinth definitely reduced the tension in that conversation the first time the Trailblazer met her.
Hey, she told Grey Mystery that they have sharp eyes and said they'd make good members of the Twilight Courtyard. Anyone would be happy to hear that.
What can I say? Having a friend who always looks after your emotional well-being is pure bliss indeed.
Miss Hyacinth has lots of cute birds in the Twilight Courtyard, too, and she loves taking pictures of them. You'd get along with her very well, Mr. Albert.
Wait, seriously?
Yep, that's right. Here, Mr. Albert, let me take some photos of you.
Ha! Why are they all out of focus? Anyways, why don't we look at how Miss Hyacinth performs in battle?
Yes, I'm a wind character following the path of remembrance, and I'm skilled at protecting my teammates in battle. After using my ultimate, I can restore HP for all allies and increase their max HP.
Increase max HP for everyone in the team.
That's right. Both my ultimate and my skill can restore HP for all allies, as well as summon my good helper, Little Ika.
It looks so chubby, like a cute plushie. Hugging it must feel very nice.
Not only is Little Ika very huggable, but they're also a great help in battle. Whenever a teammate's HP decreases during battle, Little Ika will consume their own HP to automatically restore HP for the teammate.
In other words, Little Ika will automatically heal teammates both when they get hit and when they actively consume their own HP.
That's right.
It's gonna feel pretty safe with both Hyacinth and Little Ika healing us.
Apart from healing teammates, Little Ika can also attack enemies. The more healing Little Ika and I provide, the more damage Little Ika deals to enemies.
Feels like even the battlefield becomes bathed in Miss Hyacinth's light of dawn, and my mood is lifted as well. Like a clear sky after rain.
Gentleness is a strength on its own. This colorful rainbow bridge and the floating bubbles are all symbols of thriving life.
After all, healing isn't all about the body. Revitalizing the spirit is very important too.
All right. After Miss Hyacinth, let's introduce the next character coming in version 3.3, Cypher. Hey, stop! We're not done yet!
Boss Cypher told me there were treasures in that big studio. But there's nothing here. Still, thieves never return empty-handed.
anyways, let us continue. Like Glai and Triby, Cypher is also a Chrysos heir who joined the Flame Chase journey at the very beginning. She has had the divine authority of trickery for many long years. But unlike the other heirs, Cypher's movements have always been elusive, and no one can pinpoint her whereabouts. She is almost never in Akama, but there always seem to be stories about her in the city.
Can't help it. I can't live in a place where the seamstress has got everything under surveillance.
Albert's right. We've been in Akama for so long, and yet we've hardly seen Miss Cypher at all.
I wonder what she's up to all day.
I have a hot scoop from an anonymous gray-haired source that says Cypher has been colluding with the spirit thief.
Hey, it's not colluding. Bartolos and I just have, similar interests. We're good partners when it comes to going on adventures and hunting for treasures.
Yeah, that spirit thief was so impressed by Cypher's charisma that they voluntarily became Cypher's sidekick.
Impressed by her charisma? Or by the promise of riches?
But seriously though, if someone could make me rich, ooh, then they'd be the most charismatic person on earth.
Here, you can have it back. I had a look at your working conditions, and it's not in line with our principles. Oh, tut-tut, what a poor bird. Poor bird. Take this as well. Go treat yourself and have some golden honey cakes after work.
Thank you. But why do I not feel happy about this? Though they are all demigods, Cypher is different from Glai and Triby. She didn't seem to be all that interested in the Flame Chase journey or the Aranova. It's more accurate to say that she prefers a carefree and unrestrained life.
That's true. It was only thanks to Lady Aglaya's generous payment that Cypher was willing to come send the Trailblazer and me to Styxia.
Her free-spirited and independent personality has given Aglaya quite the headache. The fact that the demigod of trickery is unwilling to fulfill her duties has become Aglaya's most vexing concern.
Oh, come on. How do you expect me to do a desk job? There's no way a cat could fulfill the duties of a god. It's not the cat's problem, though. Cats are always right.
Yeah, cats are always right.
Cats are always... Wait, why did we all start defending Miss Cypher?
Isn't that the wonderful part about being the demigod of trickery?
The authority of trickery? Maybe that's how Cypher got Aglaya to value her so much. The cat pulled a little trick, and Aglaya was absolutely powerless to stop her.
You want to know my trade secrets that much? Then you gotta pay up, you know?
Please stop on my wallet. Well, as to how Cypher caught Aglaya's eye and was invited to join the Flame Chase journey, that'll be for the Trailblazers to find out in version 3.3. For now, let's see how this cat fights in battle.
Let's get on with it then. I'm a quantum character following the path of nihility. While in battle, I prioritize inflicting the enemy with the highest max HP on the field, with a special state. When allies attack the enemy in that special state, I record the damage allies dealt to the enemy, and perform follow-up attacks on that enemy.
Record? Are you saving up for something astronomical?
Bingo. When I use my ultimate, I will additionally deal true damage to the enemy based on the damage value I've recorded.
Whoa, does that mean when allies have dealt damage to the enemy, the higher the total damage is, the more additional true damage Miss Cypher will deal?
That's called borrowing other people's strength.
But a cat always has even better plans up her sleeve in a fight. When using my skill or ultimate, I can change which target is in the special state. The recorded damage value will be retained when the target is changed. In other words, if there are multiple enemies on the field...
Cypher can place her mark and do nothing as her teammates go all out on the attack. Then she can use her ultimate on the enemies on the field for a gazillion damage.
You know your stuff, Albert.
You're too kind.
I saw Miss Cypher using a huge magnet to pull the enemies in during the fight. Where did that come from?
That's my hometown's invention. The homemade Pullaroo. That Pullaroo is my favorite. It can pull away anything I want to get my paws on, even gold.
So true. Look at how much stuff is getting pulled out of the enemy. There's so much gold.
Cats are good, and the enemies of cats are evil. Look at about anyway, so why not give their treasures to the cat?
There's no need for me to go easy on enemies. I'll take all their sparkling jewels and jingling coins. After using my technique, my movement speed will increase, and I will not be detected by enemies. Allies might even get some extra goods when I get close to an enemy.
So that's what you mean by thieves never return empty-handed.
Now that we've finished introducing Cypher, let's have a look at this version's banners. At version 3.3's first half warp event, Trailblazers can acquire the limited 5-star character Hyacinth. The limited 5-star light cone, Long May Rainbows Adorn the Sky, will also have a boosted drop rate. In the first half, the limited 5-star character, the Herda, is returning, and at the same time, the limited 5-star light cone, Into the Unreachable Veil, will become available once again. In version 3.3's second half warp event, Trailblazers can acquire the limited 5-star character Cypher. The limited 5-star light cone, Lies Dance on the Breeze, will also have a boosted drop rate. In the second half, the limited 5-star character Aglaia is returning, and at the same time, the limited 5-star light cone, Time Woven into Gold, will become available once again.
Yay!
Time for a short break. The program will resume in just a few moments. Welcome back! This is version 3.3 special program.
What happened to you during that break, Mr. Albert?
I'm okay. I just went on a walk in the forest and crashed into something.
You crashed into a tree?
Someone told me Mr. Albert crashed into a flying emperor. What a...
Jarring victory.
All right. Enough of this. Let's get back to the program. Penacony's Speed Cup Spheroid Racing Tournament is now open for registration. The mightiest drivers are about to gather and fight for supreme glory together. During the event, the Trailblazer will drive a spheroid race car and participate in a racing competition. Different race cars have different characteristics and abilities. First, let me introduce you to this super cool-looking Sea Hunter Shark with a God-tier engine and supreme horsepower. It's the favorite of old-fashioned racers, guaranteed to terrify your opponents.
The racetrack is different for each race. There will be acceleration bands, deceleration bands, and different kinds of obstacles. You've got to be able to deal with these surprises if you want to become the champion.
Hey, wait, there's a car coming up. Ooh, the opponent's putting on the pressure. Ooh, but our Sea Hunter Shark skillfully uses rockets to disrupt the opponent and employs the acceleration bands to overtake them on a turn.
That's awesome. But the spheroids don't move forward by rolling?
It's not like roll the hamster ball night. We can't have the driver doing somersaults in there. Anyways, as the competition progresses, we'll unlock more race cars and enjoy different racing experiences.
Like what? Show us.
No problem. Let's look at the Lucky Car 13 Orphans. It's said that whoever drives this car will be blessed by the god of games, be forever safe, and win every tile game. And there's this one with an absolutely stunning name. The Herdador.
All these cars look...
Well, there are die-hard fans everywhere, but I'm sure these celebrities won't mind having their likenesses printed on cars. Besides, the Trailblazer will encounter some old friends in this competition. Apart from the owner of these cars, I heard a certain hacker helped the Trailblazer register for this competition. Then I wish all the drivers good luck in this competition. Let us now turn to the other version events. In version 3.3, the game Legend of the Galactic Baseballer Demon King, funded by Giovanni, will have its official release. Giovanni's investments is still paying off, and that's all thanks to the valuable suggestions the Trailblazer gave in the previous beta test. The official release of Legend of the Galactic Baseballer will retain the lore and setting of a little raccoon looking for a baseball bat.
In every battle wave, the baseballer must defeat as many enemies as possible, gain experience, and try to increase their team level. After you've raised your team level, you get one chance to select a weapon or accessory. And you can raise your combat power by combining different weapons and accessories sensibly. After achieving max level with a weapon, and if in possession of its resonant accessory, it can ascend into a legendary weapon.
On top of that, there's one legendary weapon among the ones available this time that can be ascended further into an esteemed weapon. There are also combos between normal weapons that can become powerful twin weapons.
Lots of cool new stuff.
This is the official release after all. Lots of new content has been added since the beta version. Also, the baseballer may encounter the Demon King's minions during battle. Defeat them for a chance to open chests and increase your combat power. After completing all the trials of one planet, the baseballer will receive one ultimate bat fragment. In the final battle, the baseballer will need to use the reforged ultimate bat to fight the ultimate enemy, the Black Cloak Demon King. Mr. Giovanni has great hope that the official release of the Legend of the Galactic Baseballer will bring the Trailblazer Supreme
Adrenaline!
In version 3.3, Divergent Universe Protean Hero will also have an update, and the remaining 6 Golden Blood Spoons will be released.
A new buff system. What's the trick this time?
In the 6 goals that come with the Divergent Universe Protean Hero update, the duration of one full day can be reduced, making day and night switch more frequently. This means that more Golden Blood Spoon effects will be triggered as day and night switch over.
Oh, so you're saying we should take advantage of how often day and night switch and reap the buffs to deal more damage.
Indeed.
So out of the 6 new schools, what will you choose, Mr. Albert, as an expert of the Divergent Universe?
This is a bit difficult. I'll pick Throne of Worlds to have a go first. I believe that when day and night switch over, Throne of Worlds will allow my allies to deal more damage.
Day and night do switch very frequently here, so the team will have more chances to deal damage.
Relying on the field effect is pretty interesting.
There are more interesting things where that came from. For example, the chemical arts of the Bow of Rift can turn discarded and destroyed curios into cosmic fragments.
Sounds like there will be new dimensions to consider in the future when it comes to strategizing.
You see, the Divergent Universe's strategy system also includes a new function to share strategy codes. Trailblazers can use a strategy code to directly import a strategy in the game.
Now it will be even easier to find a specific strategy.
True. Okay, now let's take a short break. The show will resume when we're back.
know what's up next. It's gonna be that good old friend, Gift of Odyssey.
Indeed. Behold and rejoice.
Nice.
The Planar Fisher and Garden of Plenty events will also return in this version. Completing them will earn you double rewards.
We also have some new materials to introduce to everyone. Stagnant Shadow Shape of Deep Sheaf will come online. And you can obtain the Ascension material, Invasive Clot, for physical characters upon completing the challenge. Cavern of Corrosion, Path of Thunder Surge will also open soon. Complete its challenge to obtain the 2 relic sets, Warrior Goddess of Sun and Thunder, and Wave Strider Captain.
In terms of system optimizations, the relic storage limit will be increased to 3,000 in version 3.3.
Yay, to a bigger backpack. Now I can hoard more treasures and relics in there.
The red notification reminder in the game will also be optimized. The repeated red notification dots that trailblazers see when switching devices will be significantly reduced, and the logic behind some counterintuitive notifications will also be optimized.
Yes.
All right, that brings us to the end of the version 3.3 special program. It's time to call it a day. We'll see everyone next time.
Bye-bye.